Hey beautiful people, happy new week. Welcome and welcome back to the channel. This is Temilayo's mom, and of course you are very welcome to learn new tips. In today's video, I will be sharing with you the tips on how to make this delicious crunchy commercial plantain chips. So before I dive into today's video, I want to quickly apologize to you guys who have been waiting for me to talk more about the breakfast business I told you about after making my pap video. Okay, so I know I told you guys I was coming up with the video, but the reason I haven't come up with it is because I haven't really gone into breakfast for the year, simply because we have a church program and yes, I'm participating, so I haven't been doing a lot of order taking and all of that. Okay, I hope you understand. So once my program in church is finished and I'm back to making breakfast or even orders in the morning, I will definitely come up with that video. Okay, I don't just want to make stuff for and start giving it out for free. Of course, you know, things are quite expensive, and most of my customers happens to be Christians, and yeah, they are almost my church members. So we are all doing program, and yeah, you have to be patient with me. Okay, so yeah, I'm bringing you this plantain chips recipe, or tips on how to make the perfect plantain chips. This is not for business. Like the one I'm making now is not for sale, it's for my daughter. You know, school is on, and yeah, I like making some of her snack myself just to be sure of what she's eating. But this is exactly how I make it for my business. Okay, so you can just learn one or two, and yeah. So to start with, you want to be sure of the plantain you are getting. Okay, the plantain matters. If you get the wrong plantain, you have missed it all up. Okay, so the plantain has to be like the very good one. I'll put a picture of the one I talked about, and yeah, you need to get a very good plantain. So what the plantain species, or what the quality of the plantain does is, if it's not the good one, you end up with plantain that is not tasty. You know, it's not all plantain chips that you tend to add salt or sugar. Like me, I don't even add sugar. And yeah, I add salt but not sugar. Okay, but there are some plantain you will buy, you'll be forced to add sugar because they are so tasteless. And yes, how you know plantain that is not for plantain chips are those white ones. Even if you are using unripe plantain, it should be kind of a yellowy color inside. You can see the one I'm using now. You can see how milky or yellowy the color is. But there are some that will be white. You understand? It will be white. Those ones are tasteless. Even when you leave it to get ripe, it doesn't ripen up well, and it's not always sweet. Okay, you will need to like eat it with something else to get it perfect. So yeah, that is that for the species of plantain. And yeah, this is the plantain I'm talking about, the one you should get, this particular one. Let me put the picture here now. So once you are done with sourcing for the perfect plantain, which you can always find in plantain market, like the village market or anywhere that they sell a truckload of plantain, because you have to make choices, right? So you need to buy it in a place where you know they have a lot of plantain that you can choose from. And if you have like a genuine customer that can be truthful, those people that sell plantain, they know the ones that are good and the ones that are not good for plantain chips. So please do well to trust, or just have someone that you can trust that will tell you the one that you should use. So once you have gotten that, is either you want to make a black plantain, like unripe plantain, you want the semi-ripe, or you want the ripe one for your chips. So it's you that know how long you want to keep it, if you want to use it immediately or otherwise. Okay, so today I'm just making mine as an unripe. So you can see I use the knife method because I don't want it too crispy. You know, like I said, I'm making this for my daughter. I still want it to be full. You get, there are a lot of tools, like a lot of tools you can use to slice your plantain that can make it thinner. But like I said, I'm making this for my daughter and I want it to be like a thick plantain. Okay, so that is that. And I added a bit of salt, and I'm adding a bit of pepper. See, my daughter is Yoruba girl, and this is exactly how you make your spicy plantain chips. If that is what you want, you can go ahead and add ginger powder, cinnamon, what's it called, paprika, whatever spices you want to make for your plantain chips. Okay, but today I'm just making this with chili powder and salt, because my daughter is a Yoruba girl and she can tolerate the heat, okay? And yeah, she loves it so well. She loves it. In fact, this thing did not last up to 3 days. She consumed the whole thing. So yes, that is that. And yeah, I just went in with my hands. If I'm making it for an adult, like a spicy plantain chips, I add a lot of pepper. Like I make it more, but because it's for a little girl, I still just want to tolerate the heat. So once you are done with that, you want to heat up your oil, and you want it to be like a medium heat, okay? You don't want it to be like 100% hot, because if it's 100% hot, your chips is just going to get brown, or it's going to dry up without cooking properly. And you don't want your oil to be like not hot at all, or not hot in a way, because your chips will just end up soaking oil. And yeah, you know what that means, right? And another thing you want to be sure of is that your heat, like your fire, is consistent. It's not something that goes up and down. I'm saying this because of people that want to use maybe firewood or charcoal grill and all of that. You want to make sure that your heat is consistent, like on a specific way. You are not going to lower it, or the firewood is not going to run out at a point, else your chips is going to soak oil. Okay, so you want to make sure your heat is consistent and is going to fry at a specific or a particular way until you get your desired color. Okay, if your heat is too much, you are going to end up, some of them will just be getting brown, while some of them will not touch the oil yet. Okay, but the reason why you want your oil, your heat, everything to be settled and consistent is so you can get even color. You don't want some of them to be brown, some of them to be yellow, some of them to be still white. You want even colors, and that's what I am doing in this video. You can see, like, even when I added my chips, the temperature did not go down, because my oil was hot, and when I added the chips, it just settled in the middle. It didn't go too low, it didn't go too high. My heat was consistent and the oil was just there. So you want to keep stirring just to get the down one up, the up one down, so your chips doesn't have different colors. And you're going to just allow this to cook before it start drying up. And yeah, enjoy the video. If you have any question, you know what to do, because your madam is always here to answer you guys. So now, as you can see, everything is even, the colors is even, everything is even. And here is another tip. This is how you know your plantain is ready to get off the heat. Okay, you don't need to test like 100 naira on out of it or 200 naira on out of it for you to know it's ready. Once your oil stop bubbling, like so, you can see the oil has stopped bubbling. You want to just look at it properly. You see that your oil has stopped bubbling, meaning it has cooked, it has fried. Your plantain chips is dry enough. It's not going to show you that it is dry, because as at this point it's still soft. It has to air dry for it to be crunchy. So you trying to taste 3, 4, 5 to know if it is dry, that's just you enjoying yourself. Okay, you want to finish your profits, let me just say it like that. So you will know it is dry and ready when your oil stop bubbling. As you can see, my oil has totally stopped bubbling, and yeah, I'm taking it off the heat, and that is that. So that's basically how you fry a very, very easy plantain chips for your business. Okay, you can do this from your home, you can do it outside your backyard. You don't need a shop, you don't need anything like specific to go into this business. This is a business you can even start. Probably someone dash you a bunch of plantain and you don't know what to do with it, you can just go ahead and fry it up and give it, like, sell out of it, and before you know it, you start requesting for more. Like I said, go and get a good plantain so your customer will enjoy it. You can see everything came out single, nothing is joining together. And yeah, you just want to leave it in the basket or a tissue like towel, like I did, because you want it to like become crunchy, right? Just leave it on your on the surface like for air to enter, and before you know it, everything is hard and crunchy and delicious as well because you got the right plantain. So leave me a lover, leave me a comment, whatever you have to ask me, go ahead and ask me. I am here, madam. I've eaten out of it and this is what we have left. Thank you so much. Until next time, I love you guys so much. Bye.
I no go stop, I no go settle. My light is never gonna die. Don't I go fire any devil, my life is forever gonna shine.